Before we start season 4, I forgot to do something. Let's check into the NFL draft. So season 3 has come to an end in the NFL, and Donovan McNabb has been balling. He's once again the NFL MVP with 3,500 yards passing along with 39 touchdowns. That man's balling. Chris Leak is the offensive rookie of the year. He actually had a pretty good season. Considering in real life, he never got drafted by a team. Almost 3,000 yards passing, 26 touchdowns. Got to chill out with those interceptions, though. He threw 15 interceptions. So far, and look at that. He even completed 60% of his passes. Look at Tom Brady, though, that wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. And then Calvin Johnson came in 3rd place. That's right. Megatron. Georgia Tech. That wide receiver. And then Patrick Malloy comes in 4th. And then Adrian Peterson came in 5th place. Now, Patrick Malloy came from Arizona State. I forgot about that. But look at Peterson's numbers. Way different from what he did in real life. Way different. As you know, Peterson's rookie year, he went off. But, of course, with the New York Jets, he doesn't even stiff 1,000 yards rushing. So Brett Williamson wins Defensive Rookie of the Year with the 11-5 San Diego Chargers, who made the playoffs, by the way. And look at that, Matt Ratliff, he made the Pro Bowl as a rookie. So you see the rookies are making some progress after we imported them from Ncaa 06. So you see the rookies are doing their thing in the NFL. We imported Reggie Bush and after season 1. As you see, the Philadelphia Eagles lose in the Super Bowl, though. They lost to the Baltimore Ravens, so Baltimore is now the team to beat. So let's go to the NFL draft. So you see this cat right here, Arthur Franklin from Cal, 5'11", 204 pounds, right? That's actually Marshawn Lynch. Now, when I go into season 4, I'm going to change that. So this will probably never happen again. But a rookie running back went number 1 overall. So Chad Henne, the quarterback for Michigan, went to Detroit. Dwayne Jarrett of the USC Trojans went to the Bears at 3 overall. There goes Derek Grant going to the New York Jets from Cal. So Cal has 2 of the top 4. Ted Ginn Jr. I didn't even know he was still in college, but he went to the New Orleans Saints. That's funny because he played for them in real life. Johnny Handy, Houston Texans at pick number 6. Lance Capers is from LSU, 6 feet 213. He's going to the St. Louis Rams. I know they're in Los Angeles right now, but this is 06. So you see John David Booty. He's going to the Buccaneers at number 8. Ben Dottie from Ohio State going to the Buffalo Bills at number 9. Then you got Phillips, left tackle. I believe he's out of USC. Yes, he is. He's going to the Dallas Cowboys. Sean Johnson, the Oklahoma State quarterback, is going to the Tennessee Titans. That's interesting because Steve McNair's getting ready to retire. Mario Monahan, the home run Michigan wide receiver, is going to the Kansas City Chiefs. There goes Shelton Owen. He ran all over us when we last played them. So he's going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. He went 1st round too. There goes Orlando White, the quarterback from Louisville, going to the Denver Broncos. Robbie Bryant, Penn State quarterback, going to the San Francisco 49ers. So as we get deeper into this dynasty, we're going to see more rookies making progress from the recruiting process all the way up to the draft process. We're getting ready to start season 4 in Ncaa 06. Now keep in mind, this is Kevin Scott's senior season, and this could possibly be the last season for Justin Chambers, man. The man all the way from VA could be on this list, could be imported to Madden soon. Hopefully he pops up. I know he's 89 overall right now. Hopefully we can get him at least up to 93 overall before we import the next class at the end of season 4. But as you can see in this class, there was a good bit of USC Trojans that got drafted. There was also a good bit of Cal players, Ohio State, of course, and of course Georgia Tech showed out too. Alex Thompson got drafted. At one point in time, he was actually on the Heisman watch list. So as you can see, we're going deep into the first round. We're almost done with the first round. And look, there's Arian Foster. Remember him? The Tennessee running back that went undrafted, played for the Houston Texans. Actually had a pretty stellar career too. Got that big contract. And then all of a sudden he fell off. That was mainly due to injury though. I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to do that on purpose. Well, duh, of course not. Anyway. So there you go. You see Dan Edwards getting drafted out of South Carolina. Kyle Sullivan, another South Carolina Gamecock, going to the Atlanta Falcons. Eddie Royal, remember him, wide receiver for Virginia Tech. I follow him on Twitter. He went to the Chargers, I believe that was. Eric Smith, out of Michigan, is going to the Philadelphia Eagles. And then Dominic Bennett, right in, going to the Baltimore Ravens. So we're continuing to go down the list. And I saw Carl Stewart. I remember him at Auburn. 6'1", 215. He gets into the NFL draft. Carl Hargrove is going to the Eagles. The Eagles actually piled up in the trenches on this draft. So we're continuing to go down the list. I didn't see any HBCU players again, but I did see a good bit of Auburn players though. I saw a good bit of South Carolina players, LSU players. This class was pretty mixed though. A lot of Big Ten players, a lot of SEC players, a lot of ACC players. It was a lot of mixture in this draft class. But as we get deeper into this process, we're hoping to see more HBCU players get recognized in the important draft class from the NCAA 06 game up until the Madden game. Oh, look at that. A UAB Blazer even got drafted. That's nice. There goes Sean Crable, the linebacker for Michigan. He's going to the St. Louis Rams. Oh, let's see if I can recognize anybody else. No, nobody comes to mind. Oh, I did see Stanley McGlover though. If you're an Auburn fan, I'm pretty sure you remember who that is. There goes Nate Fitzpatrick from Virginia Tech, 6 feet, 198. We're going to be seeing more players, more virtual players now as we continue to go deeper. Most of the real life players, they're out the game now. Most of them should be in the NFL or out of football at this point. Maybe even going to Canada or the Arena Football League. So season 4 is on the way in NCAA 06. And you see the first upset of the season. The 25th ranked reigning ACC champion Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets go down to the Kansas Jayhawks in overtime. Wow. Meanwhile, the Tennessee State Tigers started off pretty rough. They go 0-1 to the Troy Trojans, one of the teams that we replaced in the Sun Belt, aka the MEAC. That's a shame. And look at that. Hall went off too. 11 receptions for over 120 yards. So Georgia Tech is looking to regroup after their shocking loss to the Kansas Jayhawks. Meanwhile, the Tennessee State Tigers sweep the MEAC Sunbelt Players of the Week with Jordan Hall and AJ Seward. Then we go to week 2. And it's the game of the week just like it was in real life in the 2021 season. Auburn going up the Happy Valley to take on Penn State. Meanwhile, let's look at the results from the MAC and the SWAC. Now you see the progress. UConn beat Arkansas Pine Bluff just by 2 possessions. Alabama A&M beat Wisconsin. They beat a Big Ten squad. And look at Alex Bird's stat line. 6 receptions for 159 yards and a touchdown. Just had a great game, killing the Badgers secondary. Rambert, though, look at him. 9 tackles, 2 for loss. Crazy stat line. Boise State squeaked by Grambling State. They actually had put on a good fight. Oh, no, take that back. Grambling State actually scored some garbage time touchdowns, it looks like. But Edwards had a pretty good game. Look at that stat line. Tulane barely beat Jackson State. Southern actually gave Alabama a fight. Look at these scores now. And then Alcorn State just got embarrassed by Virginia Tech. And then look at Florida A&M. beating Southern Methodist 36-22, and then Prairie View A&M squeaked by Delaware State. Then you have Texas Southern beating Wyoming. Now on to the MEAC. South Carolina State got beat pretty bad. San Diego State had their way with Morgan State. Norfolk State actually put up a fight against LSU. Howard put up a fight against Houston. And of course we saw Georgia Tech bouncing back versus Hampton 43-24. The next stat in line, UAB beating North Carolina A&T, and then Texas A&M not looking the best but beat Tennessee State, and of course Delaware State went down to Prairie View. So as you see, the number 7 Buckeyes, they go down in week 2 to Fresno State, and then the game of the week was pretty good. Look at this. Penn State beat Auburn 27-23. Looks like Penn State had to make some heroics in the fourth quarter, putting up 2 touchdowns to squeak by with the victory. Look at the Heisman watch. Kevin Scott is not in it anymore, but Justin Chambers still holds that number 1 spot. And we're looking to keep him there throughout the rest of the season. So as you see, Texas Southern, they have a defensive player of the week in J.B. Holt. Marcus Jones just went off for FAMU versus SMU with almost 400 yards passing. But remember, Jamal Charles is now a Texas Southern Tiger. And in his first game, he rushed for more yards in one game with Texas Southern than he ever had with the Texas Longhorns. 25 carries, 103 yards, 4.1 a carry, along with 2 touchdowns. Look at that, 36 yak yards. So yeah, Jamal Charles going to be a problem down there at Texas Southern. So you see Pat Mills for Delaware State and Curtis Martinez for South Carolina State. They win the MEAC Sunbelt Players of the Week. So with that said, look at Cal. Cal took a hit their first game of the season. They was ranked number 11, and they went down to Michigan State, who is now in the top 25 after that win, 30-23. And it looks like Brian had a pretty good game. 8 receptions for 173 yards and 2 touchdowns. That looks like impact player stats to me, people. So join us next time. It's going to be our turn to take on the Cal Bears in Berkeley. They're ranked number 17, and I believe we're right outside the top 25. So we're looking to pull off another upset and make them 0-2. Peace.